Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Xpload, and in this video we're gonna be reviewing the AMX 30B, the Tier 10 collectible French medium tank. But before we go on with the review, I would like you guys to don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can know when I'm gonna be streaming and making other content. Now back to the tank. Well, let's start with the basic stats of it. HP wise, it has, including the equipment, the improved assembly, it has 1,961 HP, which is not bad for a tier 10 medium tank. The rifle range actually is not half bad. It has 307 meters. Always, the stats I'm talking about are always with maxed equipment. And talking about equipment, I would like to put one thing into this tank. If you're gonna play this thing, I suggest you put on calibrated shells. The pen on this thing without calibrated shells is just 250, which in my opinion isn't enough. If you're gonna be in certain occasions finding heavy tanks and you need to pen them from the front, there are certain tanks which won't be pennable. Slightly angled, the E75 for example, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. That Foch you see here, this is just a royal pain in the ass, and this is with calibrated shells. But still, the tank, this thing has really low DPM for its tier. Probably this was Wargaming's idea of balancing this tank from OP to a pretty balanced tank, I might say. They did really a good job. It has, with the equipment and everything, with the combat rations and everything, 2.829 damage per minute. With using the calibrated shells, 263 on the APCR and 350 on the heat rounds, which is great. Those heat will pen kind of anything you face. I mean, like, you still need to aim, but they will pen those areas, and probably not many targets who can survive. Talking about finishing about with the equipments, I would suggest, of course, enhanced gun link, drive, and vertical stabilizer with improved optics and engine accelerator. Why? Because it's already a fast tank, but it helps reaching that max speed as fast as possible. And talking about the speed, this thing is something. Forward speed is 65. It's there with the bad chat. It's probably one of the most speedy tanks you're gonna find at tier 10, which is absolutely perfect. Backward speed is actually really good. Also, it's 23 kilometers per hour, so you might get out of certain situations really fast. But what people don't realize that this thing is a hull down tank and a flanker. Why wouldn't I say a flanker? Just because this tank actually doesn't have the armor to withstand kind of anything. It just has a really nice gun mantlet. And talking about the gun mantlet, for example, the side, let's put it like this: the things around the gun mantlet, it's spaced armor, and it has practically above, it reaches 300 plus 360, and that's spaced armor, of course. Well, as the rest goes, sides and cheeks of the turret are really pennable. It's not a problem. The upper plate is something strange. When you angle it at a really good angle, it can bounce stuff around 200 something. But you need to see you need kind of to use the max gun depression you can with this thing. Talking about gun depression, it's a minus 10 degrees of gun depression, and it's beautiful to play with. Even if the fact that this turret is bouncy, way more bouncy than you can expect, and the fact that it has a nice forward and backward speeds, let you go above ridges, take shots, take peak shots, like you're gonna see, for example, in this example. He's peeking out the ridge, shooting, and getting back immediately. So once you, but he's not doing it in a back and forth. He's doing it a bit to the sides, you know. And this movement to the sides brings up for one little thing. It's really easier for people to pen your cupola if you're moving back and forth, you know, in a straight line. Instead, doing this little movement here from side to side, it's really harder for people because they need to aim right and left while you're changing also the elevation and the depression of the cupola. So you're kind of going diagonally, and it's one of those little things that make this tank really hard to hit, especially that huge weak point. And you would believe like, okay, it's really huge. Not everything that you see on that cupola is actually pennable or hittable. You know, there are some things that are just ornaments. Like you can maybe you can see from the video right here when he zooms out, the little, I don't know how to call it. It's like a fence from behind. I don't know, something like protections to the thing. Maybe if somebody knows how those things are called, please put it in the comment section below. Anyway, the tank has a really good gun, and I mean, like, dispersion wise, is 0.3. The base aim time is 1.71. Not the best, but it's something you can work with without any problem. Especially if you use this kind of little trick where you go sideways, and you come out pre-aimed on the target. You know, on touch devices, when you're in third person, you can see you can point already and move towards the weak spots and just wait for the gun to stabilize on the target when you come out. You can snapshot really easily, and it's kind of good for snapshotting, even if the dispersion factors while moving aren't the best. Actually, they're rated around 8 out of 12. That means kind of towards the back of the pack, especially in the medium compartment. But still, it works. You can see that that was a stupid miss. Anyways, talking about something else, the turret reverse piece of this, it's not the fastest. It's 46 degrees. It's workable, but for a medium and such as this one, which is really speedy, you would expect a bit more, so you can keep your turret on target, and your gun on target really, really fast. But nevertheless, it's still workable. It's really, like I said earlier, it's really speedy, and it works on a lot of terrain, especially on every type of terrain. You will just go forward, and you won't have problems turning or maneuvering. Not even on water, for example. And the size actually of this tank isn't half bad. It's small. It's not that big. The weak point on top is big, but the rest isn't. You can get a cheat from the sides and from the back, but that's normal. We know already that French tanks don't have the best armor, and it's to be expected. And this was an epic battle. Practically, he just got shot once. Or twice, I believe. I believe the E100 was trying to shoot him on the side with a chief. I don't recall it back, but 6.4k damage. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's a really good tank. You need to play it patiently. You need to line up those shots. You need to use the fact that it has the gun depression. And this is the perfect example. On this map, Lewandowski will practically showcase how good this tank can be. By the way, I wanted to give him a shout out for sending out this replays. I'll leave a link in the description for his channel. He's an amazing player, and you're gonna see why this guy actually pumped so much damage in this tank, doing some extraordinary things. Here, normal stuff, he's gonna try and spot for B. He sees that nobody comes from the left side, so he moves a bit towards the right side of this map, towards the A cap, if I'm not wrong, because he knows if he's right there, beautiful shot. I'll line them up. You see that just let the aim time work, and then just put the shots. Yeah, the gun is fairly accurate. You can't afford to just take snapshots, because it's fairly bad stabilized. And you can see he's just waiting for that I7 to come out. Probably went above. Too bad. This tortoise is just wow. Being there is not good. Well, you can see where he aimed and where the shot went, because the on the move is just a problem. I'm just putting up slowly damage out without taking anything. You can see the tort getting in the way. That was a snapshot, very lucky one, but it worked. And here, the I7 is, you can see that's the problem with I7. If you're facing downwards, you're gonna get penned all day. He's overextending a bit, but he's not getting punished. You can see he's going behind the tort, just because why not? I mean, like, screw it. I wouldn't go behind, up in front and take shots. He's obviously gonna focus this Leo PTA. Go back, load HE, of course, juicy sides of that waffle tractor. Going back, he's trying to go back into cover. He's trying to stay into that middle. He sees the grilly and he sees an opportunity, not only to do more damage, but actually to take a big gun out of the game, since it's already a 3 versus 6 situation. So they need to work a bit together in order to win this. They need to take tanks out as fast as possible. That grilly actually misses, which is just unbelievable. I don't know if he bounced or missed. This is a not even zoomed in shot, and it doesn't go in. I don't know where that went, but still, he's just gonna sit here in the middle and use the strong points of this tank, which is the gun depression and the turret. He took a really nice shot there. That's why you deactivate, for example, the auto aim on certain tanks in certain situations. Watch how perfectly lined up in between the bars. Really nice job there. Now watch this. AMX popping in. He bounces one and he gets into a hold down situation. And the AMX isn't pulling back, he's actually going forward. But Leva here is just staying beautifully in cover. And of course, he's pumping out damage without any problem. You can see there's not enough time to do more than that. But here comes the 1 versus 2. Okay, Lewandowskiego sees it. He pens the upper part of the engine of the Object 263. I don't know why the waffle tractor. I was expecting him to get hit by the waffle tractor pretty soon, but I don't know why. Probably he couldn't see him, or did he miss the shot or something? Because I heard the waffle tractor shoot, but I didn't see any damage, so probably he missed him. Not that it would have changed anything. I don't believe the waffle tractor had actually the possibility to take two shots. And this shot practically with HE from cover, from behind the soft cover, from the bush, he wasn't spotted. In here, the waffle tractor is just facing the other side. Beautiful game, man. Ends in a 7.967 damage. Really nice gameplay. Really nice gameplay by him. I was amazed when I saw this battle. He did an amazing job. And penning, you can see 26 shots and 24 pens. That's how you do it. Anyway, thank you for coming, and I'll be seeing you into the next video. Have fun and good luck on the battlefield. Bye-bye.